El Chapo. Looking like I hit the lotto. I want a hottie like mulatto. I'm on hand, she on Moscato. I'm in them good till tomorrow. I'm a robber for De Niro. So little laws, I'ma put you on payroll. You smell that aroma? Design in the air, it's a party in here. Papa Corona, she moving the body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what she telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency. I wake up early every morning. Thank the Lord and get the bag. Hustle hard, get the cash. Stack first, then I'm showing my ass. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what she telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency.
My babies, that's who I grind for. That's who I do it for. Like the Navy, that's who I'm toting that iron for. Keep one in the head like a thought, nigga. Yeah, I fuck with Ty, he a boss, nigga. Foot on their neck, I exhaust, nigga. Niggas cross me, so I cross, nigga. No stripper was lit last night. 500, what it cost, nigga. Shit was really legit last night. Had them hoes at the house, nigga. Instagram, Snapchat, Triller. What they say about Jay, he a go-getter. Used to have them fat sacks in the grove, nigga. Late nights, early morning, my dough, nigga.
You smell that aroma? Design in the air, it's a party in here. Papa Corona, she moving the body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what she telling me. Keep a 20 out.
And all the good takes talking to each other. Nigga, I don't even like you that much. No.
That's fucked up, bro. That's how you feel. That's what it is.
No, all right.
On Black History, black man, he don't like it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You gotta cut this shit. Hold on. All right. Hello. Welcome in. This is Birds of a Feather podcast with your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
And this is the Betting Pod. Now, we're not going to keep naming them after the weeks of the NFL season until probably NFL season till NFL season comes back around. But as of now, we're going to get into what went down for our Super Bowl, what's going on in terms of the Betting Pod going forward, and what we want things to look like. Right? So, first things first. Taj, my man, hear me out on this one.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying that I made the ultimate prediction. I'm just saying not too many people I heard called 19 points for the San Francisco 49ers at the end of regulation. Yeah, not too many people I know called that.
I called for theirs.
So I called 19 points for San Fran at the end of regulation. I said the score was going to be 27-19, ended up being 25-22. Hey man, I ain't saying I was too off on that bad boy. I killed it a little bit.
I mean, hey, you're the more analytical of the two of us. So I mean, hey.
When I look at it, I ended the season 30-26. Didn't necessarily hit that 60%, but I still feel like it was pretty good. Taj, my man, you was at 25-26, right under, but like you said, parlay demon. So it's okay.
I'm still up.
We still up.
And I hit 300 on. And I hit 300 on Sunday. Talking about.
So holla at that one, bro. Holla at that one. Walk us through that money coming through right there.
Well, okay. 200 of it was legitimate. 100 was a little work bet, but hey, still came up on 300 though. But the site that should not be named. I had my little 4-piece and it hit. And Mahomes came through because he did what he did. McCaffrey came through because he was gonna do his thing. I expected him to get his yards. He had a heart of the offense. I got one with Purdy, and then I got one with what's the defensive dude? The safety, Brown. He got that pick.
Brown. What did Brown? Yeah, that's crazy. Did you take Mahomes with the 0.5?
I just took a turnover. Took a turnover.
Hey, what you got playing in the background?
Oh shit, my fault.
Yeah, you gonna get us Copyright trouble, bro.
I couldn't even hear it no more.
Straight demonetized. We ain't making no money for real, for real. Y'all niggas need to subscribe. You feel me? Subscribe, hit the bell, do all. Yeah, there we go. But no, I ain't gonna cap. I only made $40. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't betting too hard, but I had a strong feeling that the Chiefs were gonna win that one, right?
I mean, I ain't bet hard. I'm gonna put 20 down.
Yeah, factual. Yeah, 20 turned to 200. You can't be mad. But when I think about it, bro, first things first. You get into the game. San Francisco was up 10-0. San Francisco was up 10-0, and they had every opportunity to put their foot on the Chiefs' neck, and every single time they slipped, bro. Every single time they slipped. And I can't even say that Kyle went in at the beginning being super conservative. He was really aggressive at the beginning, and he kept that aggression late. The only time I felt like he lost his aggression was in overtime, right? Because I'm viewing that as 4-down territory, especially the way my defense is playing. I'm making Kansas City drive the length of the field if I don't get it. But third down, kick a field goal, man.
Only thing with that is like, yeah, the first half that defense was doing its thing, but one thing that the playoffs has showed us in the second half, the Chiefs will adjust to whatever you're doing. And matter of fact, for the past few years, they are a great second half team. Because even when you go back to last year's Super Bowl, you know, people thought the Eagles were going to run away with it, and then, you know, the Chiefs went on to score in how many straight drives? Like, once Andy Reid figure out what you're doing defensively, he gonna be like, all right, we locked in, let's go.
Yeah. Like, which is crazy because at one point during the season, offensively, they were struggling to score in the second half. Even versus Baltimore, they didn't score in the second half. But defensively, they adjust to what you're doing, and then offensively, they play great complementary football. That is one of the staples of the Patriots dynasty, bro, is that offense complemented that defense perfectly. Whatever the game called for, that was the game that was going to be played, right? So, like, first, getting the 3 points before halftime didn't bother me, right? I could understand you wanting to go for a touchdown there, but no team has never scored in the first half and won a Super Bowl. It doesn't happen, right? So, like, taking the 3 points there, that makes sense, right? And you got the ball coming out of half. The thing that everybody wants to talk about is San Francisco took the ball in overtime, right? And it just boils down to, as a Falcon fan, what you already knew about Kyle. Attention to detail lacks in that team. And it's hidden by the fact that they have so many All-Pros, right? It's hidden by the fact they have so many talented people. But the attention to detail, the knowing of, like, the rules, what needs to happen, he was like, oh, the analytics people told us we get the third possession. What the hell are you talking about right there, bro? There's not going to be a third possession.
Give me the second. Fuck a third.
There's not going to be a third possession. Like,
you can guarantee
one of the best quotes I
guarantee no damn third.
You can't guarantee a third, bro. And the thing that I absolutely loved when breaking down the analysis of it, you gave Patrick Mahomes an extra down. You gave him an extra down. If they were on fourth down, wasn't it at like the 35, 36 yard line? Had they gotten the ball first, they're liable to punt and play defense. Right? Where he did the scramble on fourth down, right? If I'm not mistaken, that was like not quite midfield. They don't go for that. They punt, they look to play defense. You could end the game on a field goal. You give him the ball second, he has a free down. Like, you're making it a 4-down game every single time. Yeah. And then the other thing that you have to know is, because the Chiefs came out and said it, and this is what any football fan is sitting on the, like, if you've ever played a really, really hard Madden game and against a person, I would say against a computer, but especially against a person, and you go to overtime or you score late and it's a 2-minute warning or whatever, you go for 2. And the Chiefs came out and was like, yeah, had we got the ball first or had they scored a touchdown, we would have went for 2. They're not giving you a third possession.
Yeah.
And it's just, to me, it was, not only was it like one of those moments that make you think about where this team is heading in the future, but it really shines a light on who their coach is. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Please, please, please do not take it that way. But every coach has blind spots. And to be honest with you, Andy Reid had this blind spot a long time ago. Remember when Donovan McNabb hit the whole, I didn't know you could tie? You know what I'm saying? He hit the, I ain't know you could tie. That's an embarrassing moment for a coach. That shows you have it's a lack of preparation, lack of attention to detail. And Andy Reid made sure it never happened again. It's a learning experience for Kyle, bro. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, yeah. But in the Super Bowl, I feel like that's something you gotta know. Like, there's a possibility it could go to overtime. You gotta know the rules that both teams get the ball. You should know that.
Well, I know they knew that part, and to my knowledge, I think it was common knowledge that it couldn't end with one touchdown like it could during the regular season, right? Yeah. So for those of y'all who've probably been beat to death with this, you go to overtime in the regular season. If you score a field goal, the other team gets the ball. You score a touchdown, the game's over, right?
That's how you.
And no, that's how it is in the regular season.
Oh, okay.
Those are the regular season overtime rules right now. Now in the playoffs, the overtime rules, because the Bills whined and cried about it, even though, side note, we talk about Pat Mahomes and his 6 straight NFC championships.
This is the Falcon rule. I don't care what this is. This is the Falcon rule to me.
Exactly. Like, they go 6 straight. You look at Tom Brady, bro. He got the ball, and then he scored. Had Pat had a chance to touch the ball in that 2018 AFC Championship game, we might be talking about him completely differently. Like, already GOAT status.
Yeah, for real.
Right? So, anyway, take it back. The Bills whined and cried about it. So, in the overtime, you get to touch the ball, they get to touch the ball in the playoffs. Then it becomes sudden death, right? But you're guaranteed 2 possessions. That's why the Chiefs weren't using timeouts or trying to run the clock out. It just happened to end at the end of overtime. But it would have went into the quote-unquote second quarter had the Chiefs missed that play, right? Because their possession hadn't ended. My thing is, yes, we know this all hindsight, et cetera, right? But like you just said, bro, you're in the Super Bowl. You haven't gone over this at all through the whole course of the year?
No. There is one thing I didn't know, though. Like, I didn't know that the time expiring wasn't a factor. Because it kind of removes urgency from everything. I don't really like that.
It's like the ref said, it's a whole new game.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but that's still kind of stupid, though. Like,
I think what would help would be like they do in college, where it's untimed, and the only thing that's timed there is the
Yeah, I mean, that would make more sense because it's like that time don't mean shit at this point.
Yeah, it would help people understand it better. I think it would help people understand it better. Is that like in college when you go to overtime, the only thing there is the play clock, right? So like that's the only thing that matters in that situation because the second possession hadn't ended.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I just don't like it because like it kind of just remove some urgency because, like, I mean, they scored before the time went out, but still, like, I was just, I'm like, damn, they cutting it close. Like, they only got 13 seconds. I'm thinking that would have been it. And they scored.
Yeah, no.
Shit, they scored with all the money on only to find out that it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah, well, so you would think about it this way, right? In the flow or course of the game, we've had 7-minute drives, like basically, how a team chooses to play. if they're running the ball consistently, heavy play action, dinking and dunking down the field, converts several third and shorts, you could have where somebody goes from the 25 and scores a touchdown and it takes 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, right? So in overtime, you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's an unfair. If the whole point of the overtime rule was for a level of fairness, that's completely unfair to the other team to then say, if your style of football is the exact same, and obviously similar enough that y'all have reached the overtime period, you don't have the same 7 minutes and 30 seconds to run your offense to score a touchdown.
But this is how I feel.
I think having it untimed will go a long way into clearing up that
making it
confusion.
untimed makes more sense because having that timer just makes it's pointless to have it up there because it don't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, I mean, the thing is, yes, some teams it can change the strategy. You can go out there, okay, I'm gonna milk all this clock and you're gonna get what you get. And if you don't score in that time, you just don't score. Because if it's the fourth quarter, because like, what's the point of the time? Like, because in the fourth quarter, you don't get that luxury. The time run out, you just fucked.
Yeah, but the whole point of the overtime rules.
So why is that a thing in overtime? Like, if you can't score in the allotted time or time, then if to force another overtime, I mean, what are we doing?
Well, I think the whole point of that is to take away the randomness of a game being decided by a coin toss. Right? So like if in that situation the 49ers got the ball, right? Now granted their drive ended with a field goal. But say their drive had ended with a touchdown and they took an extra minute and a half off the clock, right? Yeah. It's basically saying like, hey, the game was decided over the fact that they won the coin toss. And I think that was the whole point of what they were trying to get rid of in overtime. Because if a game goes to overtime in the playoffs, you have two pretty matched teams.
For the most part, yeah.
Right? Like, for the most part, those teams are pretty evenly matched. You don't want to kind of cheapen it just to have it end because somebody picked heads or tails. And to their credit, I take that point.
I mean, you ever heard the saying, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good?
Nah, that's 100%. You create your own luck by working hard. So I get that. I think when I look at it, people can point to the Moody missed extra point. People can point to they're taking the ball in overtime. You know what I'm saying? Where
the muff punt. Well, it wasn't even muff to bounce off
the muff punt was huge. Yeah, that was. And you got to fall on that. You got to fall on that. I've been very candid. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't. He tried to pick it up and run. He didn't try to fall on it. Because had he fell on it, he'd have fell on it. He tried to pick it up and run.
You can't predict the bounce of the football. So sometimes you just got to just grab it any way you can. Because say he dived the ball.
It wasn't moving. He tried to pick it up and run. He should have fell on it. It's a grenade. Fall on it, bro. Like, in that situation, bro, because I've been very, very open about the fact that, like, I am not all-star type of person, bro. I play special teams, bro. You got to fall on it. Like, fall. Like, literally just lay on it. If it squirts out, here's the thing. Because I know he got an earful when he got back to the sideline. If that ball squirts out from under you because you fall on it and somebody falls on you, that the coach gonna say, hey, that's the bounce of the ball. You know what I'm saying? But you try to pick it up and run and you miss it and they get it behind you, he got his ass chewed out when he got back to the sideline. Because there's no reason you shouldn't have just fell on that ball.
He couldn't fall because the ball was still bouncing. He couldn't just fall because the ball was it bounced off the ground. It wasn't just sitting there bouncing. I'm looking at it right now. The ball bounced.
He was trying. Was he not sitting, scooping there, trying to run with
it? He was trying to catch up to the ball because he couldn't just fall on it because he could barely grab it.
Lay down.
He couldn't
lay down.
He couldn't lay on it. If he would have laid on it, he would have missed the ball completely. I'm looking at it. There's no. He couldn't just fall down.
When he's pointing and he's saying get away, it hits off dude's leg, right?
Yeah.
It takes two bounces. Takes two bounces, yes?
Hold on, I'm waiting for the thing to come back around. It's a little loop. Because he point and then bounce. He tried because he was right here, and then the ball immediately bounced this way, so he had to immediately go the other way to catch it. It didn't go straight to him, and then he could just fell right there.
It bounced away from him, and he scooped down like he was trying to pick it up and run.
He didn't scoop straight down. He was stretched out trying to pick it up. It ain't the same. He couldn't just fall down on it. I'm looking at it. He couldn't just fall down on it.
I guarantee he got yelled at.
He probably did.
Guarantee he got yelled at.
He probably did, but he couldn't just fall down on it. Because the ball. It wasn't like the ball was just on the ground. The ball was airborne.
No. Yes, he's bending down trying to pick it up.
Yeah, but it was still in. It wasn't flat on the ground. It was a live ball that bounced off the ground. It didn't. Like it's one thing trying to dive.
The first bounce is to the side.
It bounced. It went straight here, and then it bounced again. It was never just laying on the ground. I can't.
And then did he scoop down?
Yes, he
tried. Did he scoop down to try to pick it up?
He tried to scoop it, but
in that situation, lay down.
He wasn't in a position where he could lay down. That's what I'm trying to. Like if you look at it, there was no position where he could have just laid down because the ball was out. He stretched out trying to get it. It ain't like he bent straight down. He was stretched out trying to get it.
So in that situation, he's stretching out trying to get it. How'd it end up between his legs?
It didn't end up between because he went over the ball. The ball bounced again. You can't predict the football.
These magical bounces that you adding, bro.
Bro,
These know how to bounces.
We ain't doing that bullshit, bro. You know how to football damn bounce. We ain't doing that. You know the football bounces.
These magical bounces that you had. Like I said, in that situation, you take it against you. In that situation, if you want to say the ball bouncing crazy and all that, the reason I know he got yelled at is because your belly wasn't on the ground. That's football 101, bro.
That's fine, but looking at the way the ball bounced, you couldn't just fall on it. Because this is what happened. The ball bounced that way, and then right when he was about to get it, the ball bounced back under him. It kind of hit like a little bounce stop.
You're the best person to be on the jury. I'm telling you.
Fuck all that.
As soon as I start committing crimes, I want you on my jury, bro. I want you on my jury, bro. You showed up at the house at midnight, covered in blood and guts. Well, that's easily explainable. Like he didn't do it. Like I need you on my jury, bro. But in all true honesty, like the 49ers had multiple instances where they kind of crapped the bed, man. They lost this game for themselves, bro. Like, and they could blame the Chiefs. They could, Pat Mahomes is great, but they did a lot themselves to put them in a position to where
I feel like people give Mahomes a little bit too much credit. Like, yeah, Mahomes he did what you expected him to do with the money on the line. But
yeah,
there was mistakes made that led to that situation.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought they was dead in the water after that interception after halftime, bro. But yet again, 49ers didn't capitalize on it.
I never expected it. Like, because I'm not ruling him out until he's ruled out. Like,
know what? I ain't gonna catch you. The one Super Bowl he lost so far,
the Chiefs,
the one versus the Bucks,
and it was bad.
Yeah, the one versus the Bucks. It was terrible, right? But I remember at one point in that game, it was like 21 something, and the dude was like, "Go ahead." And the dude I was betting against was like, "Go ahead, pay me." And I remember texting him. I think I still got that text on my phone, bro. Was like, "I can't count him out just yet, bro. Like, I can't count him out just yet." And I think as long as he's in the league, that's going to be the prevailing sentiment, bro. Is that like, I can't count him out just yet. Now, looking ahead to next season, who do I feel like out of the AFC can challenge him? I still got my hands on Lamar, bro. Granted, they beat him in Baltimore this year. I think that game could happen again next year in Baltimore, right? Baltimore could get the number 1 seed again.
They could. There's a lot of changes going on with them because they're going to lose free agents. They lost the defensive coordinator. So with a defense being as dominant as it was,
that's the question.
Who's going to be the next team to make an ascension? Are the Jets going to be good with Aaron Rodgers? It's a lot.
Are the Texans all of a sudden going to be a 12-13 win team?
Because the AFC is it's an any man team because no one expected the Chiefs to be where they were again.
You
It
actually
didn't look
know.
great.
No, you know what one of my thoughts was about the AFC in particular is that the number one seed next year might win 12 or 13 games, right? So, like, the NFC was seen as down this year with the number one seed winning 13 games. Philly last year won 14, right? Philly last year won 14. We've had multiple seasons where the number one seed wins 14 games, especially with 17 looking at 14 and 3. I actually think the AFC number one seed could be 12. I have a hard time saying 11, but could be as low as 12 wins. Just because, like you mentioned, shit is a gauntlet, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you could have multiple teams at 11 and 5, 11 and 5, 11 and 5, 10 and 7, 10 and 7. Like, you could have a 10 and 7 team miss the playoffs. Like, I think because if you look at it off the top, right? You look at the AFC East. Buffalo should make it. Miami might make it again. Depends on the Jets. The Jets might take a couple wins off Buffalo and Miami. Then you look at the Patriots. They'll have a new quarterback. They won 3 games last year. If they win 6, that's 3 wins they're taking away from somebody else. You look at the AFC South. Is Houston a 12, 13 win team now? I don't expect the Jags to only win 9 games. The Colts have shown that they're going to be good. They're going to be 9, 10 wins regardless of what's going on around them. The Titans might be in contention for the number 1 pick. Not because I think Levis is terrible, just because, like, there's a lot of turnover happening.
I don't think so. A number 1 pick contender. I'm going to say. Okay, I don't know about number 1 pick, but I do know a potential top 10 pick contender, the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
And it's not because of the
with
roster.
both court actually. No. With the coaches, right?
Yeah, it's coach situation. It ain't got nothing to do with the roster.
I told you.
Because
I told you my Kellen Moore arc, bro.
Because the Eagles situation kind of reminds me of the Dan Quinn Falcons. You lose your coordinators, you try to replace them, then the quality production goes down, and then eventually they're going to accelerate that. They're going to be like, all right, I seen how this went in Atlanta. We're going to get you up out of here before you fuck everything up even worse.
Yeah, because Laurie doesn't have any patience with the. He will go ahead and let you go. Yeah, so, no, I told you I gave you my Kellen Moore arc.
Even if they're not a top 10 pick, if they are a 7 seed, I can still see them being replaced.
I can see him going 7 seed and first round loss again. Yeah, I can see him going because it's headed in the wrong direction. They're not going to stick to it. But back to the gauntlet. You look at the AFC West. The Chargers going to be better. Chiefs ain't going nowhere. The Broncos and Raiders might be 2 of the worst teams and still win 6, 7 games.
I think the Raiders are going to surprise some people this year. I don't know.
No, but think about it. They win 7 games, bro. Those are some games off other teams that usually might go 13, 14 wins. If you look at the AFC North, first time in forever, all 4 teams finished over 500. The Bengals going to get Joe back. Is he going to stay healthy? I don't know. The Browns going to get Deshaun back. Is he going to stay healthy? I don't know.
Is he going to be good? Fuck if he's healthy. Is he going to be good? Is he going to play up to that contract?
Absolutely not. It's not even him. I don't think anybody could play up to that contract. But the Steelers, they always gonna hang around. Well, yeah, the Steelers always gonna hang around, and then you got the Ravens. Now, on a side note, what you just talked about with Mahomes, this is getting just a little deeper into the football stuff. Like, they talked about his generated projected value to the Chiefs brand. Bro, that shit was like $2.6 billion, bro.
Yeah. Like, Mahomes is probably the second most successful 28-year-old in sports.
Yeah, Gretzky. But he doesn't count.
Yeah, because I didn't understand how that, because, like, I didn't pay hockey no attention. So I was talking to my boys. He watched hockey. He was like, yeah, man, Gretzky was just as good at 20. Actually, he was better. He won 9 MVPs at 20. I was like, what?
Yeah, he came in at 19. It's stupid. Like, you know how people view Wilt Chamberlain's records? Gretzky did that and won. It was stupid. Like, it was. Yeah, like Gretzky is like, when they talk about goats, like
he the goat.
It's goats and then Gretzky, dog. Like, it's like his shit is unmatched. Like,
no, the G in goat stands for Gretzky.
Yeah, like Gretzky's of all time, bro. Like, he has one where if you just take his assist,
yeah,
he's the second leading scorer of all time, bro.
No, he's still first.
Like, that's
if he
that's
never
bananas,
if he
dog.
never scored a goal, and it was only since he still be the all-time leading scorer.
That's bananas, dog. Like, we wouldn't accept that in no other sport, bro. like we would ban niggas, dog.
Hey, bro, he cheating. I don't know how he cheating, but he cheating.
I don't know how, but like, yo, get him out of here.
I ain't got proof. I don't know how. I don't know how, but he cheating.
I'm watching you.
This dude
the shit you doing is alien.
Man, look, if he was doing this back in the old times, they would have stoned him and called him a witch.
Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Because, like, we talked about, like, how not normal it was, and, you know, listen to the sports pundits and all that, and I want to do my whole little, who had a better start to their career, and I was going to put Magic in there, I was going to put LeBron in there, and then you look at Gretzky, and you see the stuff he did. I said, bro, this is not even a question, bro.
Because the thing with Gretzky, it's just not fair. You got to leave him out because this is not fair to everyone else. Because he's doing he's doing not normal.
It's like Jerry Rice. It's like Jerry Rice when you discuss wide receivers.
No one's
like, you know what I'm saying?
No one's touching that record.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh, he's like this much besides Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides Jerry Rice.
I was looking at this thing and they were talking about like receiving yards and stuff. But yeah, man. Jerry Rice had 14 straight 1,000-yard seasons, but even if Mike Evans said he still has this amount to go to catch him, I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah. Like, Jerry Rice has almost 22,000 receiving yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like
which means, like, you can have 14 straight 1,000-yard seasons. You can have 14 straight 1,200-yard seasons, and bro. You still like a band behind, bro. Like, it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. But regardless, what's next for the betting pot? We're done with football. Football's here and gone. So, like, now we about to move on to some different sports. If you follow me on Twitter, I called it Twitter. I didn't call it X that time.
As you should.
If you follow me on Twitter, at QCity11 or the BOAF Media, Birds of a Feather Media, I will be posting at least 3 times a week some of the bets that I'm going on, and then we'll discuss those bets on the pod. So come on back, listen to us looking forward. I think that some of the things that I personally look forward to betting on is the NBA, right? Some of the things I really like with the NBA are the combined points, rebounds, assist totals. You can get pretty good numbers.
The PR, that's my baby right there.
Yeah. You can get some decent pops on that one, right? And depending on the odds. Yeah, bro. But it's such hit and misses, bro. Because, like, you have one night, you take the under on freaking Jonathan Isaac, and he explodes for 27 points, and you just be like, "What are you averaging 12? What do you mean? What do you mean?" But, you know, it's still pretty cool.
There are a few players that are just on my no playlist. Like, I don't care how good you're doing, I'm not betting with you because the moment I do, you're gonna do the opposite.
D'Angelo Russell, I'm looking at you. And I know you true bettors out there understanding. Boy, will average 30 for 7 nights in a row.
As soon as you put that bet on him, like, because
21.
When I be on Twitter, I'll be seeing there was somebody. I think Kyrie was doing something crazy. He was like, "Boy," he said, "Boy, I'll put him on my parlay in all of this right now."
Every second of it, bro. Every second of it.
He said, I can't do all of this by putting him on my ticket.
Yeah. Because the second boy, Kyrie is good for a 21-point night on a 25 over. He good for it, bro. Another person, and I hate it because he's such a great player. But KD will mess up your parlay ticket like nobody's business, bro. And it's because he's too damn smart. That's the issue. I need you to go out there and just shoot. Like, don't be thinking.
Don't make the right play.
Yeah, don't be
put it in the bucket.
Don't be thinking the game. Like, just shoot. Like, and then the nigga don't take threes, bro. I took a 3.5 over on his threes. This man scored like 34 points.
He a mid range.
2 threes, nigga. I said, get out of here.
He's a mid range pull up monster. That's what he is.
Bro, and he free line merchant, bro. Merchant. I think he had like 12 points at the line that game. I said, get out of here, bro. So, as you could tell, there's a betting happening on the NBA. One of the things that I personally like, it's a little niche, but golf, betting on those top 5 finishes, those are kind of cool for me. I like those. They pay out pretty well. So, like, as these opens continue to happen, you might see some of those picks come out.
Now, there is one that
Waste management just happened.
I'm still not the most knowledgeable one, but I have a few friends that are making quite a bit of money on hockey. So,
bro, I can't get a feel on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got to do some research on it because one of my best friends, he just downloaded Power Space because he seen me and my boy hitting at a Super Bowl party. He was like, "Man, fuck this! I'm about to get in."
I'm gonna let you slide because I fucks with you, but no free promo, home. No free promo.
I didn't realize I said the name.
But go ahead.
So he seen us on the app, and so we we hitting, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna download it." And then he don't even watch sport. That's the crazy thing about it. And this motherfucker he know hockey.
Picking from a bucket. Yeah, man.
And like he telling me stuff about hockey, and it's just like, where are you telling me about sports? This is weird. I'm the sports guy.
Yeah, I've never been a hockey person, bro. I can't get into it. Be honest with you, because like, for y'all that don't know, I'm in Nashville now. So like, we in Nashville. The team is the Predators, and like my wife was not going for it, bro. Like I was like, yeah, we should go to a Preds game. She was like, their name is the Predators. And I was like, nah, hear me out, bro. Like, it's like, it's a saber-tooth tiger. She was like, why they didn't call themselves the Tigers? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, I'm not comfortable being around a team that's comfortable being known as Predators. So we ain't going to no hockey games.
I mean, Atlanta's supposedly getting another one soon.
Bruh, the Thrashers died in Atlanta, bro.
They did, but they're trying to bring it back.
I
would
NHL.
Go. I would go.
Hear me out, bro. I feel like the NHL has grown popularity, and I think it's rising popularity.
Amongst a different demographic for the most part,
though. Okay, I was trying to tiptoe around it, but keep it a bean. That's what it is. Like, that's what it is. I feel like their rising popularity is like significantly connected to the NBA's dropping popularity, and it does fall along racial lines. If you want to keep it a bean, like I ain't trying to make everything about race. Like it's just what it is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look, it is what it is. Black people don't watch hockey like that.
Yeah, and a lot of white NBA fans are getting much more involved in hockey, right? I like boxing and UFC. They're definitely big events. Not a lot of prop type situations. If you really are degenerate, you could bet on rounds, but I ain't that deep in it. It's just like who gonna win.
That's a straight up for me. I ain't putting no props on that. No punches thrown per round. No knockdowns or
random. Just take that straight up, bro.
Yeah, straight up. I ain't doing all that. Percentage of punches.
But as an event, which is crazy, bro. Because like there's no one source of information there. You know what I'm saying? So like you could be like, 76%. You go to another site, it'd be like 73. Bro, if you bet 75, like what your book you gonna choose, bro?
But just take the high one. But just for them being paid, about we taking the low.
And the statistics is all messed up. So that's just who wins, yes or no. The only other thing I might do is a knockout or decision, or if it's UFC submission or decision, right?
I still ain't gonna.
And then the last one,
win or loss.
the last one is coming toward the spring. I know he ain't gonna be on it because he's just a party pooper. But I want to see what betting looks like for the USFL.
I just don't want.
I'm interested to see what it looks like. I want to see. So here's my thinking behind it, right? Get y'all into the mind of Quentin. I'm looking at it from a business perspective, right? So from the business point of view, you have the NFL, right? Gambling behemoth. They're in bed with all these gambling companies. The USFL is basically, like you said, going to be like the G League. It's going to be the experimental league, right? What points of betting does the USFL use that the NFL will eventually adopt? And how can we be on the forefront of that, right? So like the USFL, they're already putting a little sensor in the ball, right? They're getting rid of the yardsticks to where they can put a sensor in the ball and it's going to line up every square inch of the field. So like that's going to be your lines for first downs, et cetera, right? Eventually, they're going to try to motivate human error out of the game, right? And get to the point to where there's an eye in the sky that's going to spot the ball. I'm guessing that's going to come in the next couple seasons, right? Will we have on-site betting? Will it get like real bad in the USFL, especially considering those guys aren't making as much money on flags thrown? You know what I'm saying? Pass interference is called. Like, degenerate stuff, right? But then on the flip side, if you take the European model of like literally betting influencing the game to the point of calls, to the point of touchdown scores, field goals, and situations, how does that look and what exactly does the NFL adopt? I want to see it. Do I think that the USFL is going to be absolutely corrupt and ridden with sports gambling issues? Absolutely. But like, everyone stops and turns their head at a car crash. So I'm looking forward to it.
I ain't really got much to say about that. I have all that, but probably the last thing I probably might touch on is baseball. I have been getting more increasingly interested in baseball lately. It's been a building thing for the past 4 years. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be tuned in. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as betting because I still don't fully understand it. I don't understand all the numbers and stuff like that. But like once I get a handle on all the numerals involved, then I'll be able to make some money off of it, possibly. But
yeah, and during the summer,
this is where my mind at.
Yeah, during the summer, we'll have two very special guests on. One, really good guy, David, for the baseball, and then we're gonna get somebody else for the WNBA, just to have, might not be a full pod, but at least a conversation about both of those sports. This is mainly Hawks and Falcons, but we cover all Atlanta sports, right? And if you know somebody or you are somebody that is really tapped in with the United, we love to hear from you, right? And we could have a conversation about that. So the betting pod is still gonna be here. We appreciate y'all. Come on back, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell. So check it out. Some of y'all was like, oh no, I subscribed, but I don't hear from y'all. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? If you hit the bell,
relax.
Nah, you hit the bell, you'll get it every time we drop something.
Just hit the bell if you want to see our two mugs. Hear us and all our degeneracy.
Yeah, every time. So this has been your boy Q City,
your boy Taj Bravado.
And we out.
Peace.
Me keep a 20 on me case emergency. Ain't no cap in my rap. Real I know it's the truck. More profit mean extra. Emerald white off of the pressure. That cereal milk smoking right. But that Obama rant some special. Kansas City, I'm a chief. Shout out to K5 on Lil one. Country thuggin', I was hustling. I always had it on me. Booming like OJ the Juice. Till a nigga told on me. From now on, it's relentless. Ain't no love, we ain't friendly. If she want me on him. Know the law, she get the business. Yeah. Know the law, still the motto. Empire.